Beneath the darkened sky, a group of teenagers walked through a secluded town in the Philippines. As the stars were gradually obscured by clouds, a cold breeze swept through the air. During their stroll, they noticed an old house standing at the end of a dark alley. This house, according to the elders in the town, was known as Manghuan's house. It was a place filled with tales of fear and mystery. The townsfolk recounted chilling events that had taken place there, restless spirits, shadows wandering in the dark corners, and moans echoing in the dead of night. As the teenagers chatted, they felt a sudden chill in the air, as if whispers were carried by the wind from the house. "Have you heard the story about the missing child?" one of them asked. "Yes," replied another. "They say this child used to play around the house, and one night, he simply vanished. To this day, he hasn't been found." Despite their fear, the group decided to approach the house. As they drew nearer, they felt goosebumps rising on the back of their necks. The door to the house was slightly ajar, seemingly inviting them inside. They cautiously entered, and within, the walls were thick with dust, adorned with old photographs of people they did not recognize. Suddenly, they heard a sound coming from above. It resembled footsteps echoing on the upper floor. "What could that be?" one of them asked, their voice trembling with fear. While some decided to leave, one of them chose to follow the sound. As he ascended the creaky stairs, the atmosphere grew increasingly cold. Upon reaching the top, he discovered a room filled with toys. Yet, these toys appeared to be playing on their own. Dolls stared at him, and balls rolled without any apparent reason. In one corner, there sat a shadowy figure of a child, crying. His eyes were filled with sadness and fear. "Help me," whispered the child. But as the words escaped his lips, the voice seemed to resonate from afar, and in an instant, the shadow vanished. The image of the missing child lingered in his mind. He quickly descended and hurried out of the house with his friends. From that moment on, the tale of Manghuan's house continued to spread throughout the town. People grew more cautious about approaching it, and the teenagers became increasingly fearful. The dread surrounding that house became a symbol of the mysteries and terrifying stories that enveloped their town, reminding them that some things are better left untouched, and some stories are best kept in the dark.